So can my opponent pull off Saucer Energy Sword or Saucer Energy Boss? This video is sponsored by the Pokemon TCG deck building website PokemonCard.io. Are you looking for sealed product and singles? You can find it all on Channel Fireball. Please use my Tailmon affiliate code when checking out to help support my content. Looking for PTGO codes? Potown Store has all the latest sets and promos, instantly delivered to your email. You can use Tailmon code when checking out for 5% off. If you're from Europe, Millipods Gaming has a wide array of sealed products, singles, and more. You can use Tailmon code when checking out for 5% off. Card Market is Europe's largest online marketplace for Pokemon cards. Whether you're looking for sealed product or singles, vintage or the latest sets, just follow the link in the description to find what you need. Want to show off your love for Tablemon? Check out my 2021 merch. These new hoodies and shirts are available on Amazon. Click on the link in the description to get you. Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video here featuring Chilling Reign, continuing with our coverage. I'm really enjoying playing with the new cards and the new sets. We have TORNADUS VMAX today, the new single strike big VMAX Pokemon that has the attack Blasting Wind doing 64 energies, but also has a max Wind Spirit doing 120 damage, and if a stadium is in play, its attack does 120 more damage, and then you discard that stadium. So 244, not the best investment, but with the stadium discard included. However, because we are a single strike Pokemon, we can utilize single strike energy to do 20 extra damage for each energy we do have attached, and our attack cost colorless, so it doesn't matter that this card only provides fighting and dark because we can still cover the cost. And since we are a colorless Pokemon, we can also take advantage of the powerful energy to do even more damage than usual. So actually, as long as we cover the attack cost with 4 of the combination of powerful energy and single strike energy, we will actually be doing 320 damage, which coincidentally is enough to one-shot pretty much every other VMAX out there, except for some of the 330 HPers or Eternatus, right? However, for Eternatus, we do have the Rapid Strike Urshifu V, we have the Impact Blow attack, for coverage, and this also helps against Pikarom, hitting for weakness, as we do have weakness to Pikarom or to Lightning ourselves. And we also have the one of Tyranitar V to handle or try to handle Calyrex VMAX and also Dragapult VMAX and Gengar Mimikyu and whatnot. And Single Strike Crush can also do a lot of damage, right? 4 Call Energy plus 4 Quick will make this deck really consistent. I really like that combination. I've talked about it since Capture Energy came out, and I'm glad I'm able to play it in this deck. We have our Research, we have our Marnies, we have our Eldegoss, Crobat, Dedenne, Mew to protect our bench, and of course we have Hanum to accelerate the deck. This deck wouldn't be possible without it. The Single Strike Roar ability allows you to search your deck for a Single Strike energy attached to a Pokemon, and then you do damage it for 2 damage counters, but I don't think it's the end of the world. We are of course going to be playing 4 Tower of Darkness stadiums to make sure that we are getting that extra draw power, and also we are getting the bonus damage with Tornadus' VMAX attack. So let's jump into the ladder and see if there's, I don't know what to call this deck. I called it Max Wind, just like the VMAX attack of Tornadus. However, feels like a single strike toolbox sort of deck. There's even merit to like playing a 2-2 line of Tornadus VMAX to make room for perhaps our attackers like a Stone Turner, perhaps a second Rapid Strike Urshifu, or perhaps just the 3-3 is fine, right? I really do like the consistency of this deck with the 4 capture and the 4 quick rolls for the early game, and look at that, yeah, look at that. Like, this hand's pretty decent, I would say, right? Definitely pretty decent. All right. Like, I have access to either Crobat or Dedenne and a full 2 Pokemon setup. Alright, I don't need Dedenne anymore. So, what I can do here now, I think I'm going to discard the Urn. And I'm going to start establishing my Tornadus. right? I think that makes sense. And then I'm gonna go ahead and capture energy, the Tornadoes, get another Hounder out. And now there is a solid-ish chance that my active Hounder goes down next turn. That's what Welder decks specialize, right, on. So getting this triple Houndour on turn 1, like, that is insanely good, right? That is insane. That's the dream, basically. That is actually the dream. Don't know if we're up against Victini, don't know if we're up against Cracephalon or Temposard or Centiscorch. Like, there's a ton of decks that actually play one-off copy of Heatran. So it'll be interesting to see what we are up against and what we can do here. Pretty excited about this though. Pretty excited about this. Alright. So you do see a fire attachment, the Pokecom. Pokecom is a sort of indicator of Victini VMAX. However, the Oricorio, I think, confirms Temposard. I think the Oricorio pretty much confirms Temposard for us right here. All right. Okay, pretty underwhelming turn for my opponent. I do get the quick wall. I'm actually gonna pass just to guarantee the attachment right there. And now we have a decent-ish chance of getting a knockout here on the Heatran. Much lower now, unless I get a fantastic, a really fantastic draw off of that, which could get us there. Yeah, could definitely get us there. That's the Pokemon that I'll be switching out, so I do need to let it change here. And I'm gonna need 2 Houndooms to pull this off, but I feel like I might be able to. There's a chance. Yeah, I'm really going all out here, but I feel like this is gonna put me so far ahead. Oh, 1 Houndoom short, dude. 1 Houndoom short. So close, man. So freakishly close. Now I am dead drawing, which is never a good thing, right? So do I go for the 2-shot now? I guess I do, right? Just continue to apply pressure. Not the ideal situation. I was 1 Houndoom short and I had Pokecoms and Incense and the actual 4 Houndooms available. Alright, my stadium does get countered, so that's a potential problem, right? Because now my hand is dead, as I mentioned. And sure, I'm guaranteed 2 prizes. I also know my opponent doesn't have Welder in their hand, but they're gonna dig for it, right? And now their chance of hitting it are fairly high, I would say. Fairly high. So they're grabbing Reshisar, they're grabbing Oricorio, they're attaching. They're not using Reshisar, interestingly enough. Alright, there's the Welder. For 1 only. They're discarding so many fires though. Like, clearly this is Temposard, right? I think they're overestimating their fire crystals. Alright. Not the best top deck, but it is what it is. I'll go ahead and attach the energy to the Dedenne and get myself another Tornadus. Start powering it up. Right. And we'll go ahead and Blasting Wind, take the knockouts. Hopefully these 2 prizes are useful. So basically, it's gonna come down to, can my opponent KO me this turn? And the fact that Reshisar is gone makes it a little harder. And if they use Blacephalon, they're gonna need a Welder plus like 7 total basic energies this turn, and they continue to discard their energies. And they're already down a fire crystal, so I'm happy about it, obviously, but I don't know, it just feels odd. There goes another energy, because like they play 14, right? You don't play 18, so they're being like really lax with their energies. Honestly, they're down 8 energies now. They have 2 attached right there. If they fail to get this KO, they're really gonna be in trouble though. If they fail to get this KO, it's probably game over, I would say. Because I'll definitely target the +1. And since they're not going for it, I think like they discarded so many fires with quick balls, and they just assume that they're gonna have enough with fire crystals, and that's not really the case, right? Like your resources will get drained, and there's no way they didn't have other stuff they could discard instead. Like there's absolutely no way they didn't have other stuff. What can you do, right? I guess there was merit to attaching to the active just to get the Giant Hearth out of play. I did not consider that until right now. That probably would have been a better move than what I did. Ooh, they just passed, so I think they rage quit actually. Based on this, I'm pretty sure they rage quit. I am fairly certain they actually just rage quit right there, because they whiffed the knockouts. Not 100% sure on that, but that's what I'm assuming. Alright, so just gonna get this dude powered up. And we'll take this knockout, we'll discard the stadium, and then we're probably gonna get the win. I think my opponent rage quit. I still feel like she played that very wrong though. She discarded so many fires so like freely without really considering the consequences of that. And the consequences were, you're gonna whiff the knockout, right? You're definitely going to whiff the knockout. Alright, so we take our first win. Let's wait until my opponent times out, and then we'll be able to move on to our next match. Timer should be doing its thing soon and should be granting us the win. Alright. Well, never mind. They're still playing. Never you mind. I'm glad I kept paying attention. Okay, well that's 2 fire crystals gone. That's a really big hand. That's another fire crystal. So 3 fire crystals gone, right? They're gonna lose the other attacker. What attacker do they have left? Probably Cramorant, which doesn't get them the win. Unless they have another Registard, another Heatran. Heatran doesn't get them the win. Registard does. They need another Blacephalon. It's the only way they can win. It's literally the only way they can win. Okay, so we're gonna need 1 energy less. Pretty sure when they whiffed the knockout last turn, it was over though. And I'm glad I knocked out the Blacephalon instead of. What did they leave the Oricorio? Because that pretty much guaranteed that it's too many resources gone. 3 fire crystals, 10 fire total. And that's assuming they still even have a and this protects my Dedenne. That's assuming they still have another attacker available, which I don't think they would. Okay, so what I need is boss though to guarantee myself the win, right? That is what I need. I guess it doesn't let me use the ability because it sees that there's 4 single strike energies in play. So why would I want to use, like, I don't know. I feel like I should be able to use the ability. Alright, Blasting Wind, no need to discard the stadium. Definitely don't want to discard the stadium because there's a Registard in the active spot next turn. No boss, however. No boss, so I still don't win next turn. But I still think I did it the right way. With the last Fire Crystal and the last 4 energies in my opponent's deck, assuming they play 14 as regular Tempo Swords do, that's 200 damage maximum. Maximum. With another Blacephalon. If they even play a 3rd one, which I don't think they do. They do play the Stadium. They don't use it, however. We don't use it, however. Alright. Because clearly they can't use Cramorant to two-shot me. The GX of Registard is not good enough. No attack of Registard unless it's the 300 damage one is good enough. If they had another Registard and they welded twice onto it, then sure. But alright, I'm pretty sure we're good now. I might not win next turn, but I will win in 2 turns. I got a bunch now just clicking on her cards. She's out of attackers. Tempos her decks, play 1 of each or 2 Regisards, 2 Blacephalons, and 2 Cramorants. There's no way she plays anything else, I don't think. Well, there is a way, right? She could play Ordinary Rod too. I feel like she's just clicking on her cards now. I feel like she's just now clicking. Like, this is now a waste of time. Or she's just trying to do more damage. Whatever it is. I'm not weak to Colorless. There's a Mew. And she's on 3 prizes, so it's not like she could even KO the Dedenne. Just passes. So literally wasting time. Literally wasting time. That's okay. I'm just gonna play everything just in case. Right. I'm not gonna use my ability. I don't want to damage myself. Get rid of you. Don't want to damage myself. I hope I'm not overlooking something here. I really hope I'm not overlooking something. And lasting when you can keep your stadium in play. They're gonna have second Heatran. Watch them have second Heatran GX. And then they go Welder switch with 2 fires, 3 fires, and that's it. Nice pitch shot. Okay, so since she's doing it, I'm gonna do it. Since she's wasting my time, I'm gonna waste her time as well, doing maximum damage output. Alright. Alrighty. Let's play another match. Deck, I think, like, felt super fluid early game, but then I got stuck in the middle, right? Definitely got stuck in the middle, so just some food for thought right there. Food for thought right there. All right. Alrighty. Fun size 1984. I'm from 1988. Alright, I win the coin flip. We're gonna go first, yeah? Our whole deck is built around having a strong early game. This is definitely not the strongest early game we could have, but at least like the 2 energy Blasting Wind can apply some pressure and give us extra time to set up. So that's decent, right? Ooh, and another brand new deck. That's awesome. All right, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna Crobat for 2. That's all right. Mew is gonna be super clutch here. Okay. I feel like I'm gonna discard the energy first, and then based off of what I draw, okay. This gets me, yeah, that works. So I only have 1 Houndour next turn. Okay, if I set up the no, I don't. No, never mind. I mean, I could get a KO with Blasting Hammer. Right? I could get a KO next turn with Blasting Hammer. And my opponent will take 2 turns to set up. So, now that I think about it, I think it's worth it. I do think it's worth it. Yeah, let's go for it. Blasting Hammer will do 260. So more than enough to KO this Blaziken next turn. That's really good. I like how Single Strike is just all out like blah, you know? you just go all out with the big damage. And if my opponent's deck is Blaziken VMAX with the Zeraora, right? That means Tapu Koko Prism Star, and that makes this a little bit more scary. Right? Yep, there it is. A little bit more scary. Energy's discarded. Yeah, that means the Zeraora is actually a threat. Because I was playing the version that doesn't play Tapu Koko Prism Star, so that's not ideal. And it's gonna get a little convoluted for my opponent, that's for sure. Lost the stadium. Okay, best top deck would be the VMAX for me. Now I don't discard an energy. I have the extra HP, so I'm protected from Zeraora. Yep, there it is. That's scary. Weapon is down to 1 Rapid Strike energy after this one though, so that's gonna be the key, I think. That and the switching card. Okay. Alrighty, so I do have 2 single strike. That top deck worried me because if I had priced one of these, I wouldn't have been able to pull this off. So that top deck actually worried me. That top deck actually worried me. Alright. So I need something really good off of my 2 prizes and my top deck, right? I need something really good off of my prizes and the top deck. Okay, so I'll discard this energy. If I lose my Tornadus here, it's probably gonna be game over. But my hand didn't allow for anything else really, and it still doesn't. So now it comes down to my top deck. Now it comes down to my top deck. Or my opponent pulling things off, right? If my opponent pulls off the last energy, then it's over. What the heck? Tapu Koko VMAX? What? Oh gosh, I'm gonna lose to this. I guess they only need Octillery, right? I guess they only need Octillery to search for the thing. Okay, so I need them to fail Octillery. Or the switch. If they fail the switching card, that's good as well. Right, I'll get to play next turn. That's good. And that's it. Bench and pass. Bench and pass. Bench and pass. There's the switch. Alright. Ooh, committed the energy though. I'm glad for that. Electro Ball, like that's gonna hurt, but that's fine. They committed the energy, I am happy with that. That feels so out of place though. Like this makes no sense being here. Absolutely makes no sense being here. Alright, so I do top deck a quick pull, that's nice. Because with that, I'm just gonna grab whatever and then I'll Pokecom for the VMAX. Alright, yeah, like that Tapu Koko doesn't make sense in that deck, I don't think. It's not it's not a Rapid Strike Pokemon. How are you planning on powering up? Your energy is getting so convoluted. It's taking up space. Or maybe there's no Tapu Koko VMAX, which makes even less sense, right? Makes even less sense to me. And since Tapu Koko had attacked, we didn't need to worry about the bonus damage from Zeraora either, so... Alright. Last game. Last game with this single strike box, or the Max Win deck. I like the Max Win name. By the way, thank you to those of you who have commented that you like my new thumbnails. I worked really hard on them, like really hard. And if any other content creators are watching, and you want to hire me to help you create cool looking thumbnails, I'm available. I'm basically doing a second degree in motion design. I'm a chemical engineering major and I'm basically doing a second degree in motion design. Alright, not the best hand. Capture Energy saves the day. Not like super saving it, but... So... There's a Dedenne in the active. I feel like I should just establish the Tornadus. Anything else would be a little too greedy. So I can't do this. I think I'll bench the T-Tar, and I am going to Crobat, because I'm going to lose the Crobat anyways next turn if I don't. That's not ideal. I really need the Houndour safe though, so I'll do this. I can attack with the VMAX next turn with my ability plus attach, which is fine. I wouldn't have been able to attack with this guy, so unless I had double Houndour mounts, right? And discarding the Houndour was fine as well because I fully expected to have to research. I could Marnie as well. Ooh, we're up against ADP, okay. As long as we can KO ADP after GXs, that's fine. And we should be able to do that unless they get this crazy turn 1 turn, right? There's already the metal in the discard pile. They need a metal Pokemon, a saucer, and an energy switch. If they get that, then we are in trouble. We are absolutely in trouble. And we'd probably lose the game if they hit that. We'd probably lose the game if they hit that. So there's the metal Pokemon, potentially. Or they Dedenne to keep DKing. The secondary Dedenne to keep DKing. With a stronger board on turn 1, we would threaten the KO, but like in the first game with the triple hander, not this time though. Okay, they went for Station, so either they're just gonna pass there and like just Intrepid Sword, or they are going to dig for the Dedenne right there. They choose the self-damage that I do to myself as well. That is problematic. That is also problematic. Okay, decides to switch. I don't mind that at all. And they hit the energy, that is problematic as well. Okay, I actually don't need the bonus damage, so I'm gonna take this capture energy and use that to help with my setup. Right, and then I'm not happy about it, but I think I want to research this away because I have urns, right? And I really want the VMAX. I don't need it, but I really want it. Okay, there we go. There we go. So I don't have any more energies. I actually don't have any more energies in my deck. That's really bad. Bosses will not be important here though. I don't think. So do I just, no I don't, yeah. I have the T-Tar. T-Tar gets KO'd, so yeah, I need to do as much as I can to guarantee that I get the KO. And that means getting urns. That means, absolutely means getting the urns down. Or out, rather. There we go. There we go. Alright. Hopefully my stadium doesn't get countered. So I can draw 2 more cards. So they're gonna GX, and then it comes down to can they power up 2 attackers plus the boss, right? Plus the boss, that's the key. As long as I have, well, I'll also need a flow of stadiums as well. Ugh. This could be tricky. I guess I can boss Dedenne in order to bypass, but that could be problematic. We'll see. We shall see. I can't have 60 damage on me though. And even 40 is a little sketchy because with the sword, they can't KO me. Alright, they Marnie, my hand away, that's fine. As long as I get to keep playing, I am okay with that. So I need the stadium to stick to sort of keep playing. I need them to also not get the sword. Right, I do need them to not get the sword. Alright, so I'm gonna grab Houndoom here. I'm gonna discard the Tornadus. This guy could actually get a KO at some point. Alright, so I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. And I take the KO. If they get energy and sword, I'm dead though. But there's nothing I can do about that. Well, okay, no. If they get energy and sword, I am dead. They're probably just gonna go energy boss, right? That would be better, I guess. I don't know. We're in a rough spot. We are in a rough spot, for sure. There's the energy. There's a quick ball. Yeah, my opponent needs to attack twice. That's all. The issue for him is powering up the second attacker. That's the big issue. They're only down one saucer though. Right. Well, there's the boss. So like, why target the Crobat and not the Tyranitar? You know? Like, Tyranitar is potential threat, right? I mean, best case scenario for me, I get Eldegoss and I Marnie my opponent. Best case scenario, they just attack and that's it. And that is it, okay? Okay, so Eldegoss is now my BFF, right? Eldegoss is now my BFF. Otherwise, it's just hoping. Oh, nice. Nice. All right. Eldegoss for Marnie. Let's go ahead and attach. Now let's go Eldegoss for the Marnie. Go ahead, Marnie. See what we get. See if we use the tower. Probably will. Yeah, definitely will. All right. Can this deck beat ADP? Have the Sword and Shield series successfully what's the word? Power creeped ADP. That is the question. Okay, I have the Tower of Darkness. Nothing survives the hit next turn. Actually, this energy probably should have gone here. That way, Max Wind Spirit would just do 220. Because if I get stamped to 1 and I fail the stadium, I actually could whiff the KO on station. So can my opponent pull off Saucer Energy Sword or Saucer Energy Boss? Oh, what? That's what I Marnied him into? What? What? That's how we end the video, I guess. My opponent needing exactly 4 cards, Marning him into those exact 4 cards with a spare. I wish I was my opponent sometimes. I really wish I was my opponent sometimes. Anyways, I like the deck. I think it's pretty powerful. It plays very similar to Rapid Strike or Shifu. However, like if you survive a turn, then you don't have to fully reload with urns and stuff. I think that's the big difference. However, the weakness to Lightning is not welcome, right? You could play weakness guard energies instead of the powerfuls, that's true, but Pikarom plays Crushing Hammers and Yellow Grunts anyway, so I don't know. I like the deck though. I like the deck. Obviously, we didn't have a chance to use the attacks, right? But I feel like for a metagame, those could be good. If you don't care about these and you just want to go big damage, then you could play a 4-4 line of this to increase consistency. You could play a 4-3 line and an extra Pokecom. That would also help consistency. Or an extra Marnie, that would also help consistency. It's all about consistency, right? All about the consistency. We don't play any switches in this because we just died to paralysis from Pikarom, so who cares? But in other situations, you would probably want switches. All right? Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.